Hey guys, it's been so many times on this journey. This is video 2.0 of the 19th, October 19th, Friday, and kind of a lot to talk about. Maybe not that much to talk about. Having a wet hair day or something. Anyway, it's early. It's only about 7:30 here, West Coast. I try to get these out as early as I can. I know the East Coast, where most of the people following me are from. And I try to get something out to them. It's a little bit noisy. Got some people working out here. He's walking over closer to me. Hopefully you can hear me. Anyway, I picked the street when I came out here a few minutes ago. It was a quiet street in San Bernardino, but I thought it was kind of picturesque, and I'm going to kind of share it with you. There's a sign right there. It says, "Welcome to San Bernardino Business District, or Main Street, rediscover downtown," the downtown district. And I thought with the sun peering through and the palm trees and the kind of quiet street here in California, it'd be a really... So if you're going to give myself a try at cinematography or something like that. But anyway, there's a lot to share with you guys, and maybe all not that much to share at the same time. So first update I want to give you guys is I talked yesterday about a young man on the Crestview football program, Crestview High School football program, that had gotten really seriously injured a couple weekends back. And I got an update yesterday from what I can tell, and I apologize about the noise. I'll try to talk louder. Does this help? Somebody nod. Okay, good. You can hear me? So anyway, this young man, I understand, is home. And while he may never play football again and might never be the same, it's planned that he should be able to make a recovery where he won't have suffer any long-term effects eventually after rehab and things like that. So thank God for that. I hope that does turn out to be the case. And God bless him, and thank you guys for all sharing in that moment with the Points of Fun Journey family. This is a family moment. Friday night tonight, there's our football teams. So we got 3 games tonight. We've got Convoy, Ohio, which is Crestview. We've got Ontario High. They're going to rebound strong tonight after a loss last week. And then we've got the Triton Trojans out of Bourbon, Indiana. So let's hope the boys put it all together, and we go 3-0 this weekend. I wanted to talk to you guys about a few things today. Let you know where I'm headed, let you know where I'm at. The great news is, guys, I'm in Southern California. There's not a cloud in the sky. There's palm trees around me. And I think, at least until I get back home a week from Sunday, my need for a sweatshirt, at least during the daytime, is no longer. So I am going to try to walk across the street. These guys are blowing the parking lot for me, I guess. So I'm just walking across the street. Anyway, so today I'm going to be heading towards a town. I'm going to stick behind the tree so the sun isn't in everybody's way. I'm going to be heading towards a town called Fontana. The towns out here in California, much like back on the East Coast, they're not really delineated. You can go from literally one house to the next and be in different towns, where along the better part of this journey, I left one town, walked 8 or 10 or 12 or 20 miles to the next town. You knew when you got into it, you knew when you didn't, and when you were leaving it. So the towns I'm coming up upon today: Fontana, I believe Rancho Cucamonga, and might be another town in there too, somewhere in that vicinity. I'm going to take Route 66 down towards LA. Eventually, I'm not going to stay on it. 66 heads up north of LA. I'm going to kind of stay more direct. Anyway, that's kind of what we've got for my game plan today. Now that I'm here and I don't have to go 35 miles a day, I'm getting a little bit later starting the day. So for those of you back east, there's a big jet flying overhead. For those of you back east, that's a big fella. Anyway, those of you back east that are kind of, hey, I want to track him. You don't see me tracking a whole lot because I'm not moving a whole lot. By the time I get going at 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning here, 9, 10, 11, it's already 12, 1 or 2 your time. So I apologize about that, but you can track me through the evening and go from there. So that's kind of my game plan for today. I've got a few business things to take care of, and so forth. So let me talk to you guys a little bit about I guess my mindset and taking on the journey. First of all, today and last night is kind of a little bit of a rough day for me. My son, who isn't a very sickly kid and usually pretty tough, is hurting right now. He's got something wrong in his mouth, and he's not himself. And as a dad, as a parent, when your kids are suffering, all you want to do is pick them up and hold them and make the pain go away. So not only can't I do that, but I can't even be there to hold them and comfort them. I'm 2,500 miles away. I spoke to him, he understands this, but so that's on my mind a little bit. Not a little bit, a lot of it. But something really cute. You know, it's amazing how these kids can kind of get you through a moment, how they can sense things. So ever since my kids were little, I kind of teach them silly little phrases that, you know, it works for us. So ever since they were little, I'd say, hey, what's more important, you know, toys or respect? And they'd say respect. And I'd say, what's more important, money or respect? And they'd say respect. And then I'd say, and how much do I love you? And they'd say, all day, every day, Daddy. And that's true. And then I always say to them, who do you never lie to? And they say, you, Dad. And I say, why is that? And they say, because you always have our back. And that's true. You know, I'm not going to always condone what they do, and I'm not going to look the other way if they misbehave or do something egregious, but I'll always have their back and try to help them and understand them. So, and then the last one is when they've gotten mad at me for something in the past. I said, do I love you more when I'm happy or when I'm mad at you? And they know the answer is when I'm mad at them, because it shows I care. So last night I knew my little guy was hurting, and quite honestly, between me and you, I was hurt a little bit last night. I was just missing my kids, so I called up for a late night call and just told him I wanted to hug him and can't wait to get back home and get in front of a movie. And my son picked it up. It's amazing how kids are. So I guess picking up the dad needing a hug in a moment. He says, Daddy. He said, how are you doing? And I said, I'm good, buddy. And he said, Dad, who do you never lie to? And I go, you, buddy. And he said, how come? I said, because you always got my back. And he goes, that's right, I always got your back. He goes, how much do I love you, Dad? And I say, all day, every day. And he said, that's right, all day, every day. And he said, do I love you more when I'm mad at you, Dad, or when I'm happy? And I said, I don't know, mad? He said, yep, because I care. And he just did that, and it put the biggest smile on my face and made me feel like all is going to be good in the world. And I can't thank him enough for that. My daughter, I said, baby girl, what are you doing? I'm making a habitat for my salamander. Now, my daughter has a very vivid imagination and is a pretty darn good artist and loves to draw. So in my mind, I'm thinking that on one of her video games where she builds zoos and stuff all the time on this game of blocks, I forgot what the heck it's called. Anyway, I'm assuming she's talking about some computer game or something like that. I was like, all right, well, I'll let you go get back to your computer game. She said, no, it's not a computer game, Dad. I'm building a habit. I said, what are you talking about? She goes, yeah, I found some kind of salamander in the backyard. And I said, so for real you did? Or this is just kind of in your head, like a little make-believe friend? I said, no, for real. And so apparently she's got a little salamander she found in the backyard that she's got in a tank and is creating a habitat for him so he can live comfortably. And I think she's named him and identified him on Google and found out what kind of salamander he is. So that was news last night. So I'll be coming home to well, luckily I think the salamander's going to stay at Mom's house, so that's very cool. Sorry, Heather. So that was a little bit about last night. The journey, guys, it's coming to an end, the walking part of it, and you know, I don't know that I'd say I'm not coping too well. I'm coping. I don't know what's up with that tree up above me. I have a feeling I'm going to get a coconut dropped on my head or something. Well, that'd be special if there were coconuts in the tree. But I guess it'd really be something if we got dropped with a coconut, being there are no coconuts in the tree. It's just a bunch of critters. Anyway, I digress. You know, there's the emotions that are going through me almost on an hourly basis are just, I can't really describe it. I mean, I can in words. It's hard to talking to you guys. I can write it down for the book. But you know, it's weird. I know it's coming to an end. There's still some unknown ahead of me. There's still some fear ahead of me. There's the excitement of getting back home to my family. Frankly, there's the excitement of walking down that pier a week from today. But there's a lot of apprehension as well. You know, there's things waiting for me that I was able to put off and table. And now I'm going to have to face them and the reality of things. It's just overwhelming a little bit. I got some really exciting things to share with you guys, or that you don't know about yet. you know about the Journey book, the story of this journey, and people have been encouraging me really to write 2 different books, because there's one that's kind of the chronological part of the journey where each day, here's what I encounter, here's what I met. But along that journey, there's been some really telling things that I've offered commentary on, whether it be the drug epidemic, pandemic, whatever you want to call it, the homelessness, the way people treat people, things I've seen positives, the way people have reached out, the way people have welcomed me. There's probably, at least 10 or 12, serious topics or issues that I could write a whole chapter on just to those alone, and people have encouraged me to do that. My homeless guy just took my soda and my thing as I crossed the street, but that's what I'm saying. All right, buddy, enjoy. All right, so anyway, we'll go from there. So he's good. So I got my man. I don't know if you can see him over here. Where'd he go? You see him boogieing down? So he's got my soda and my breakfast donut thing that I had. So that's not a problem at all. I didn't know what it was. If taking other stuff, he didn't take the other stuff, though, which is good. So anyway, I don't know where it was at. Oh, so a few other things we got. This lady's out here yelling to the birds in the trees. Wow, this is interesting out here. Anyway, so I've got definitely the Journey book. Maybe down the road there'll be a second book. However, I've been spending the days and nights, and this last week I'm going to do a lot of this because I have a lot of time on my hands. I'm not going to be doing all that walking. There's a children's series. I mean, the point the thumb message applies to the children so well, so we're developing that. And then lastly, I don't know if you guys know or care, but I don't know, I'm trying to see if I should say this or not. Anyway, I wrote a novel many years ago that was not quite finished. It was more for my own doing, but I've spent several nights doing that as well. And so there's just a lot going on that's going to keep me busy for sure, and we'll go from there. So yeah, it's a lot going on, guys. Not so much going. I'm just losing my mind a little bit right now, just figuring out the day. So I don't know why I just completely vapor locked about everything. Maybe it's because of the surroundings and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Well, look, I'm gonna go get on with my day. See you in Fontana. Have yourselves a great day. Be safe out there. Happy Friday. Go football teams. And we'll just keep on keeping on, okay? Stay tuned. And a week from today we finish, guys. Love you all. Thank you.